Hi, I'm Matthew from Advisor Tech Partners. I've worked with over 50 different advisory firms that utilize both Redtail and Wealthbox CRM systems. At Advisor Tech Partners, we help financial advisory firms implement the industry's best practice management, workflows, and automations to their firm. We believe that this information should be available to everyone and not hidden behind a paywall. So if you enjoy this content, please feel free to subscribe below and also give us a like and share our content with your fellow people in the industry. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what your pipeline should look like in your Redtail CRM. We know a lot of you have some questions about how to build out your opportunity tracking pipeline. What stages should I really set up for individuals within my organization? How do I even do it, and how do I build out the opportunity pipeline? And we'll also give you some insight here onto how you should be really following up and maybe actually building out a step in a workflow so that all team members are held accountable and updating those pipeline opportunities. So we know a lot of you as financial advisors have typically a pretty clean and concise onboarding process. You may have an intro call, discovery meeting, and then lastly, maybe a planned presentation to wrap things up when you're meeting with the prospect. So here, we just wanted to illustrate to you what that looks like in your Redtail CRM. So if I'm going to go over here on the top right, and I clicked on the Opportunities tab on the left, we're going to click that Filter button, and I'll show you under the Opportunity stage what types of stages we have built out. So, for example, we have our prospecting, discovery, and plan presentation stages built out in our Redtail CRM. Now, you may see an additional stage here for each of these as the did not move forward, as you want to look at your opportunity pipeline as really just a branch and a big funnel from the very, very top. So I want to know how many people I met with at the intro meeting, which one of those prospects got funneled out into the did not move forward, and which one of those actually started to move on to the discovery meeting. This data is going to give you a really clean and concise way of seeing how many people in my prospect opportunity pipeline are moving forward. And maybe you're finding that some of these leads that you're getting from specific marketing or sales funnels aren't really the best fit. For an example, maybe you're hosting seminar dinners and you're finding that the success rate of hosting those is maybe less than 1% or less than 10%. If you're not turning over at least 10% of the prospects that you're meeting with and that land in your funnel from specific sales funnels, maybe that's a time to really start looking at the data and showing and really representing which ones are working and which ones are not. For an example, if you have sales pipeline number 1, sales pipeline number 2, and you're finding that sales pipeline number 1 is having a success rate of about 20% versus pipeline number 2, maybe you're only getting a success rate of 5 to maybe even like 1%. That would be your indication, again, to track your data in your CRM and start making informed business decisions on where your marketing and sales dollars should be going. So next, we're going to show you here how you can actually build out these sales pipelines in your Redtail CRM. So from this page, I'm going to go ahead and exit out here, and I will go to the top right where I see my name, click on Manage Your Account, and from Manage Your Account, I'm going to go down under Admins Only, and again, if you don't have access to this Admins Only page, you're going to want to request it from an admin at your firm. But if you do, and we're assuming that you do here, go ahead and click on the Manage Database List. After we've clicked on that, we're going to go ahead and on the right-hand side, we'll see the Opportunities, and we'll click on Stages. Now here is where you are going to be able to edit and add all of those different stages, and we'll pause here and show you these are the stages that we have built out and we believe are great for a financial advisory firm that's really looking to start to track what types of leads and all the leads that are coming in from various sales pipelines. So the way that this really works is, again, you're seeing that you're meeting with a prospect. let's say after the prospect meeting, you're finding that, hey, this wasn't really a great fit. They're not a good fit for me. I'm not a good fit for them. We're actually going to end the prospecting engagement here, and we're going to move them over to the did not move forward. That's the reason why we have these built out, because if you only have the stages here, like the FA prospecting, one introductory meeting, discovery meeting, and the plan presentation, you're not getting that good data as to where in the pipeline your prospects are stopping. And again, that may be a good indication as to where you should be spending your marketing and sales dollars. So to actually add these stages, we're going to go ahead and click this blue button on the top right. So we'll click that, and then again, we'll just be adding that discovery meeting. Maybe we have an intro call or an intro meeting, and we'll go ahead and just add those here. And then once you're done, click on the blue button here, add stage. Your firm may work a little differently. You may have a couple of different other meetings, or maybe you only have one prospecting meeting. Now, let's take this a step further and really start to think about how you can actually keep yourself accountable and your team to update your opportunities in your pipeline. So I'm going to go ahead and show you here. We're going to go back to that page. So click on your button here on the top, then manage your account. And we're going to edit your workflows now. We're going to look to see where it makes sense in the process to actually build out this step so that you and everyone at your firm is held accountable as to who should be updating the opportunity in the pipeline. So I see that we have our intro meeting workflow. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it on the blue hyperlink. And now I see that we have some pre-meeting steps and some post-meeting steps. So in your case, this really can look like just a really easy button, really easy way of actually just making sure that updating the opportunity happens. So as a suggestion, we can actually name it so that it's similar to what we see on our screen. So we have our opportunities, and we're just going to leave a brief description to actually update the opportunity. And then we'll assign this to a specific role here at the firm. And I'm going to say this should be an associate advisor role, as they are the ones in the meetings taking these notes, making sure that everything in the CRM gets updated afterwards. So I'll go ahead and assign that to an associate advisor. And hey, this would be a great area here to give a little bit more explanation as to what else should be happening, or maybe you need some very specified information. But just for a post-meeting step, this is a great check, making sure that your firm updates your opportunity pipeline. So lastly, I'm going to go ahead and scroll back to the top here and click the blue button, Save Workflow Template. So once that's complete, now we have an actual step after our meeting for an intro call. And again, this can happen for all the other prospecting meetings that you have, like your discovery and your plan presentation, but just having that final check to make sure that once again, you're actually in your opportunities, there is a check to go back here and to really just update. So let's say we had that client who is just going through that dinner seminar and they decided to have an intro meeting with us. Hey, you know what? We had a great meeting with them, so now I want to move them forward. So simply what I would do is go back, click on the client, their blue hyperlink, and then under the stage here, this is where I'm going to add and move them forward in the pipeline to that discovery meeting. And lastly, I'll click that blue save button. And then now they have moved forward, again, giving your firm more insight, some more variability as to where prospects are in the opportunity and pipeline phase as their prospect. So to recap here, we just went over some best practices for your firm in implementing a good sales pipeline for your Redtail CRM, how you can actually build that out with the differing stages, and just a final check and a reminder for your team and hey, maybe yourself too, to update the opportunity in the pipeline so that it doesn't get dropped and you come back here in a couple months and you're finding, hey, I'm not even keeping good data in my CRM. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and also check out our other video series. If you're a Redtail user considering transferring over to Wealthbox, we have a full transfer guide video and playlist available on our YouTube channel. Lastly, if you find that any of this content or any of these messages are relevant to you and you want to figure out, hey, what else can we do for you as a firm at Advisor Tech Partners, feel free to schedule an intro call with us with the link down below.